Yo, what up, guys? It's Jay, man. Just still patiently waiting. Just gonna go on a last drive, honestly. Hopefully this weekend we get it. I know we're on our third batch. Usually fourth, fifth, it gets pretty heavy, but I'm just gonna enjoy this last little bit of FSD. Been kind of waiting for the new update to shoot content, but you know what? I'll make this like a video for like being thankful. It's I'm happy that this technology's out. I feel like Tesla, after their earnings call, it's just been on fire, and I'm pretty excited as a owner and obviously as an investor. But I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to be autonomous. The goal is to make sure that this is done safely. I know, we've been patiently waiting. We've heard deadlines and dates, but just like with anything, there's hurry up and waits, and we just gotta be patient. I mean, it's gotten us here. No crazy accidents or anything like that for us to end up on the news. So yeah, let's just take this guy on one more final drive. Hopefully, by this weekend or maybe the beginning of the week, Monday, I'll get the update. I'm currently at 94%. So I pretty much use it all day. But let's get this drive started, guys. Hopefully the last drive on 14.2.2.5. So let's get this started. All right, guys. So I'm thinking about just doing kind of like a scenic route, and seeing where it takes us. So let's ask Grok. Hey, Grok, can you give me a 25-minute ride in this city and have me end up back at the same exact spot when you're done?
Got it. 25-minute loop starting and ending right back at Wilshire Court in Danville. Navigation set.
All right. The navigation is not set, Grok. Hey, Grok, can you give me a 25-minute drive, please, in this area and make sure you route me back to this exact spot?
Sure. I found a scenic loop through Sycamore Valley Park, Diablo Foothills Regional Park, and Rock City Park. About 25 minutes total, bringing you right back to 122 Wilshire Court in Danville. Want me to start navigation?
Yes, please, but can you display it?
Route set for your 25-minute scenic loop. Sycamore Valley Park first, then Diablo Foothills, Rock City, back here to 122 Wilshire Court in Danville. Navigation's up on the display. Key ready. Enjoy the drive.
Cool. All right, guys, here we go. We're on Mad Max mode. Just patiently waiting for the update. I figured to make maybe one last video for this. Shout out my boy John for giving this idea of kind of using Grok to navigate everything. But yeah, guys, I'm just patiently waiting, man. I think that's pretty much everyone. But I figured to go on a drive, change my view a little bit on the camera. Just wanted to try, some new stuff. But overall, I mean, kind of just a Tesla summary lately. Went to the diner with my wife, Tesla AI girl, and her husband. We've honestly been kind of tired from that trip, but finally getting back to it, getting the swing of things. But I'm excited, man. I'm seeing all the videos from John from Silicon Valley, Devin, who I appreciate. I'm trying to get my wife to get more on the camera. I appreciate Devin's videos for sure. especially that I think he was on vacation or something like that, and his wife, set up the rig and everything, and yeah, she took off and did the test for him, which is awesome. But yeah, I mean, I got it off my bucket list for the diner. That was super cool. I think just the fact that everything that was used was recycled from Cybertrucks. All the paneling on the outside is super cool. All the workers there were great. Not a bad experience whatsoever. Shout out to Tesla Club LA for hosting that for sure. That was definitely fun. Definitely an event my wife and I won't forget for sure. So you see someone's running right there. Old updates or old versions would kind of twitch a little bit, but I mean, I feel like at this point it's just minor tweaks, and then we'll get to fully autonomy. But yeah, guys, we're just chilling. It's kind of like the summary of all videos. These drives should be pretty freaking boring, right? Because you want it to be safe, you want it to get to your destinations safely. But I've never really had any crazy disengagements with 14.2.2.5. Honestly, it's just mainly parking. It hasn't curved my rims since version 13. But luckily I had the hubcaps on to kind of alleviate that. But that was on the Y. I think that was version, I forgot what it was. I know it was in the 13s for sure. But yeah, shout out to DJ. That man he definitely got really blessed with 14.3.1 for sure. His drive was amazing. I just really appreciate the people that give us the raw footage of FSD. So it's kind of like a sneak peek, right? I mean, what side are you guys on the fence? Would you guys want the new update right off the bat? Or are you guys saying you know what? Nah, let's just let the testers do their thing. I'm more so on the side of the tester side. Yeah, it sucks. You want the update, you joke about it, you talk about it so much, but in reality, I'm sure people would really want the more polished version. So it's kind of like a give and take, right? You don't get the update, but when you get it, it's pretty much polished, and yeah. But we'll all get it, guys. I'm guilty of it too. Check every day. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's 5 o'clock, and usually we'll see a lot of people out and about, but today it looks like it's pretty light. So we're going to another park, Sycamore Valley Park. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Just like I said, man, I think this video is going to be named, hopefully, the last FSD drive on 14.2.2.5. Another good thing that was cool is the earnings call. I'm new to the space, like I say in all my videos. July of this year will be my 1 year, but I mean, it's just coming from a gas vehicle, you don't see other brands doing that, right? Or maybe I just don't know. I'm new. Someone will correct me. But just the amount of transparency, and just let alone as a owner and someone that invests in Tesla, it's you appreciate that stuff. The owner doesn't have to speak to everybody, meaning Elon, the CEO, but he takes his time out of his day to make sure us as Tesla owners are, aware. Yeah, are some people happy, some people upset, yeah, but I mean, I think the biggest takeaway is he was honest, right? He's like, hey, hardware 3 owners, yeah, unsupervised can't be handled on this hardware, and it sucks, right? I see both sides, but I mean, with just how everything is, which I hope obviously Tesla changes, stuff gets replaced really quick. But, he gave us that reassurance of, hey, you know, hardware 4 will achieve unsupervised, and that's obviously what everyone wants. But the fact that you have options instead of being, strongholded by the arm, like, nope, you're going to have to get a new car. At least he's just given us the option to say, hey, you know what? I know I messed up, or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever the backstory of everything is. At least he's giving you options. There's, like, we know nowadays with regular vehicles, there's really not an option but to, you're going to get a new one. But the fact that there's 3 options, trade in, I think there's an incentive to upgrade your car, and then obviously I believe it's replacing the hardware and the cameras, because I believe he said that the cameras that are on hardware 3 cars now won't work. But I do have one of my family members who, watches my videos a bunch, and, she has a hardware 3, Model 3, and, her fiance's like, you know what? I'm going to buy FSD. And he tried it. He was amazed. Like I said, they're on hardware 3. But, it's kind of a dicey subject. But, I mean, the fact that there's options versus 0 options, I mean, you got to kind of take that as a win. I'm sure others will disagree, but hey, it's the power of freedom of speech, right? But as for Cybercab, I mean, I'm super excited for that. Whether we get to own them or not, just the fact that a vehicle will be on the road safely, and it's proven it time and time again. It's one of the safest vehicles out, not only in the U.S. but also in Europe, which we all know Europe has really strict rules and regulations when it comes to just driving in vehicles. But we're going to get to our first stop here. Like I said, Grok did this whole route. I didn't do this route at all. So we're just going to see where it takes us. Let me know if you guys like the camera view for the inside. The camera that is obviously facing towards me. Just want to try something new. Let's see what it does. So, first stop, guys. It's a full parking lot here. Let's see what FSD chooses. Looks like there's a baseball game going on here. Let's just hope and pray to choose that handicap spot. All right, so we got a car. Oh, let's see what FSD does. Doesn't freak out when it sees the kid there. That's awesome. I know on the older versions it would have like slammed on the brakes and freak out. So I'm glad I didn't do that. It's a full lot here, guys. See where it takes us. See what spot it chooses. Hey, Model Y. Quicksilver. Team Quicksilver. Let's go. Man, a lot of trucks here. But they're not cyber trucks. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Hey, Model Y. Oh. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Look at that. Just confidence with the people coming towards it. That's freaking great. Okay, no handicap spots, FSD. No handicap spots. Probably just gonna stop it, or maybe let's try. Oh, just missed a spot. Just missed another spot. Oh, that's why. User error. It's on me. Oh, it doesn't even give me a parking lot. Oh, there we go. Just trying to pay attention here. That was user error, guys. I did not choose parking lot. I chose street. This is not a street. Some kids right there. Baseball. Let's go. All right. Again, guys, that was on me. I did not choose the correct setting on inside. So that was user error. User error. All right, let's see. We're parking behind an Escalade. FSD is getting thrown off by that square back there. All right. It's not the greatest parking job, but hey, that's why there's updates, right? All right, guys. Let's hit the next one. Now we're going to Diablo Hill Foothills Regional. That is about a 44-minute drive. Actually, let's edit this trip. I don't really want to go that far. All right, guys. Hey, Grok, can you actually just take me to a back road scenic route in Dublin instead?
Sure. Taking a scenic back road route through Crow Canyon Road to Dublin Hills Regional Open Space Preserve in Dublin. About 11 miles, 26 minutes. Navigation set. Let's go.
Sweet. I mean, honestly, guys, like, coming from a gas vehicle and obviously switching into an EV, like, it's just the convenience of everything. Not having to do things twice is what I've noticed. So I'm super excited about that. Make a left here. So I switched up the route a little bit. I saw the navigation. It's a little crazy. Got to get back home for dinner eventually, so I don't want to be out and about too late. But yeah, guys, we're just chilling, hanging out, doing the do, and just kind of just talking about the news this week. You know, it's such a reassuring thing that a company will just be transparent with you, which I'm sure, you know, like, oh, there's no way, right? Like, yeah, there is. I mean, he's always has been. It hasn't been on our timing at the end of the day, but you know, FSD is just amazing. I believe in it. You know, a huge believer that our elderly people can reap from this. I mean, we see so many testimonies of our elderly people, and you know, it makes me happy because you know I've known so many, you know, the older generation is like, man, I wish I can drive, or like I wish I still had that joy, and you know that brought that back. That's why I posted my grandpa on X this week. You know, when I took him out in the Juniper, you know, he has a cane. It's not, he can't really see the best, so he hasn't driven in, I want to say, about I'd say now like 15 to 18 years. My grandpa's 93, so you know, it's not as strong as he used to. But you know, when he was here, I took him on a drive, and just out of respect to my grandpa, I didn't want to attach all the film, the cameras. You know, I just really wanted to enjoy that moment with him because he was honestly really happy and really amazed by what FSD can do. And I want to say, I forgot what version. I'd be lying if I just spat out some random number, but yeah, he's honestly like, man, you can't make that stuff up. You know, you drive for many years, and then it goes away. You know, and I feel like a lot of the times people take driving for granted, because we do it so often. Now that I'm being driven around and not being stressed on the road, and just being able to kind of be free on the road, it's made me enjoy driving again, to be honest. It's probably the best thing that has came out, in my opinion. These are all just personal opinions, and I just think that this technology, I don't think people have grasped it in their heads that this is going to change a lot. I mean, it's going to change a lot of people's way of living. Shoot, you might see cybercabs dropping people off. Oh, look at that, guys. Hopefully that catches that. 649, 669, 687 a gallon. That is freaking insane. But yeah, guys, we're just chilling, hanging out. I think I'm going to end the camera inside portion and just honestly let you guys enjoy just the scenic route that Grok chose for us. I appreciate you guys watching. Be patient, everyone. The updates are coming. Like I said, I'm guilty of it too. I'm being super impatient, but you know what? Let's just be thankful we got this technology to keep us this happy and anticipate updates. So I'm gonna end the inside video in here, guys. We have about 20 minutes of a drive. I'm probably gonna speed this up a little bit, but I appreciate your guys' time. And most of all, I appreciate your guys' time to just take out your day to watch this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next FSD video.